Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Big Dangas Views. Alright, so, I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas and everything, and had happy holidays and all that. And, so, I'm deciding to do a top 5 review. So, my top 5 movies. We're taking a quick break from the Marvel movies. I will continue to do that next week. In fact, I was able to get the newest reboot of the Spider-Man movies, which was called The Amazing Spider-Man for Christmas. So I will do a review of that one next week. Yes, I finally got that one. And before we get started, all of these movies I will do a single review on. These are just like explaining why I am a huge fan, and just like explaining kind of the backstory of them and everything, and why they are my personal favorites, and why I enjoy them so much. Alright, so the first one is a Disney movie, and also before we begin, the fifth and the fourth movies in this list are the only two that are more like kid friendly. These are some of the ones I've grown up with over the years, and I'm just a huge fan of, and they were my favorites growing up. They're some of the first movies I ever saw, that I've ever seen in theaters, and they have always been my favorites, and I will cherish them as long as I live. Hang on. Sorry about that, I had to adjust the camera. Alright, the first is a Disney movie. It is called Dinosaur. This film is one of my favorites because this is what helped spark my interest for being a paleontologist. After I saw this movie, I got a little more interested. I mean, I was already a little bit interested, but I mean, this is what helped spark it. This movie is probably one of my favorites. Alright, so this movie centers around an iguanodon named Aladar right there, and this was some of the beliefs that were around dinosaurs when this movie came out, including Oviraptor, which is part of the main reason why this movie even was able to take place. Oviraptor was an old dinosaur that was named for, paleontologists believe that it stole eggs. His name means egg thief. But actually, scientists discovered that they actually did not steal eggs, and how Aladar came to an island where his orphaned on was discovered by monkeys and then raised there. I know, it's a really weird topic, but I mean, what can I say? I saw this one when I was like 3. But anyway, so over that was practically one of the main reasons why I was able to go to another island off of the mainland, where he was raised by those monkeys. So that is part of the main reason why it even happened. So if it weren't for the old belief, then this movie wouldn't have been able to be. And yeah, so that's the one thing that I'm a little worried if they ever do a reboot. I mean, I'm really curious. Alright, another thing about this movie. So back to the plotline. Sorry about that, just a little side distraction. So the guy Eldar, he was being raised by monkeys. This is in the late Cretaceous era, like at the near the very end, after the asteroids came down and bombarded the Earth, which is with the huge super asteroid, like just a bunch of miniature asteroids and a huge super one, which is what wiped out the dinosaurs. This is supposed to be after that. In fact, later in the film, one of Eldar's fellow iguanodons mentions the fireball, which is the asteroid that killed off all the dinosaurs. So this is like in the days preceding that huge event that changed the course of history. So anyway, so that's basically the whole plot line of how it got started. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I really want that all of you guys to go and look at this movie. I'm saying this as a huge fan. If they ever do a reboot of this movie, I would flock to the theater the day it came out, and I am not exaggerating whatsoever. I would I would just ride my bike down to a movie theater. Like the day it came out, I would sneak out just to see a reboot of this movie. And I never had that kind of feeling about any other movie. I love this movie to death, and it always has and always will be one of my favorites. And I highly suggest that you guys check this out. Again, it is called Dinosaur by Disney. All right. So the next one is another Disney movie, but it was also with Pixar. This is their second film, or yeah, it's the second film that they did together, and I'm pretty sure it's the second film. I don't know for certain. It is right now in theaters in 3D, and they're having a prequel come out, which is coming out pretty soon in 2013. I forget what month exactly. This movie is also one of my favorite movies. It has Billy Crystal and John Goodman in it. You guessed it, Monsters Incorporated, aka Monsters Inc. This movie is one of my favorites, just like Dinosaur. This movie I have seen over and over and over. Those were my top 2 favorite movies before I saw all these other 3 movies that I'll show you about. This is a really good movie. I expect a lot of things in the prequel. I expect them to do justice to this movie. This is the first installation of the franchise, and I love this movie. I really can't wait for the prequel, which is called like Monsters University or something like that. I don't know for certain. But I saw the trailer, or a little promo trailer, or whatever you want to call it for it, and I love it, and I can't wait. In all of these movies, I highly suggest that all you guys check out. And this movie especially. In fact, I even have a Sully beanbag chair that I've had since I was 5. This has always been my favorite movie. Check this out. Alright, the next one. You guys know that I'm a huge fan of the Alien and Predator movies. And I prefer Alien to Predator, so I had to say my favorite one in the series. The Alien series. Which is the second one, called Aliens. I know you guys can't really see that. If you guys remember, I was trying to do a review of all 4 of the Alien Legacy movies, but I decided to pull them down. So, since video quality has gotten a lot better, now I have everything situated to wait to do a review on all 4 of those for when Prometheus came out, which I finally got for Christmas. In fact, I watched it this morning. This movie is the first one of the Alien series I saw. It is my second favorite, my first favorite of the movies. But technically, never mind. But anyway, this movie is one of my favorites. Highly suggest this movie. If anyone of you wants to see any Alien or Predator movie, check out this and the first Predator movie, which will be on the list. So again, check this movie out. I highly recommend it. Just check this movie out if you guys want a movie that is just a bunch of shooting and all that stuff. Check this movie out. Alright, so this final one is both my second and first favorite. Excuse me, just got over a cold. These 2 movies have nothing in common. The first one that I'll show of these 2 movies is first one I saw it, and it's the only movie that it has something. It is very similar to the first movie of why I love it so much. Give you a clue. Look at this shirt, Dinosaur. This movie is Um, basically clone dinosaurs. And if you guys haven't guessed it, it also is coming out in theaters in 3D. They're re-releasing it. It's directed by Steven Spielberg. You guys guessed it, Jurassic Park. All right. This movie, as long as the next movie that I'll show, are equal for my favorite movies. I highly suggest this movie. My dad first showed me this when I was living in an old apartment complex. And yeah, I have all three. I really want them all on Blu-ray for my birthday. And hopefully I'll get that. But anyway, this movie I would, for any dinosaur lover or Steven Spielberg fan alike, watch this movie. And you guys might remember me mentioning that I met Dr. Jack Horner, whose name is actually John Horner, but he goes by Jack Horner. The guy, Dr. Grant, I remember hearing that he was actually modeled after Dr. Horner, like how the actor portrayed him. And yeah, they act very similar. I was really shocked, which was a huge honor to meet him. And you guys know I'm a dinosaur fan. That's why my name is Big Dino Guy. Get used to it. Anyway, so this movie is one of my favorites. It was the first one of the three movies that I saw, and yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. It's my favorite movie of the three series. It's my favorite of the three movies in the Jurassic Park trilogy. I really want this on Blu-ray, and I really, really want to see this in theaters in 3D. I really, really want to, if I ever have a chance. Yeah, just to see this on the big screen, because I wasn't alive when this movie came. I don't think so. What year did this come out? Actually, no, I think I was alive. I think this came out in 2000, it says. Yeah, copyright 2000. Never mind, I was alive. Whew, thank God, then this movie is only 12 years old. I'm a lot older than that. Ah, damn. Sorry about that. So yeah, I was alive, but I didn't see this until a couple years. Until I think I was 7 when I saw this movie. It is one of my favorite movies, and highly suggest this. Anyone who wants to see this movie, watch it, and don't look back. Just throw this movie in the DVD player and don't look back. This movie is one of my favorites, and it rivals the other movie that I'll say next. And they're practically equal. This one just barely above it because I'm a huge dinosaur fan. It was one of my favorite movies. The only reason why it is probably my favorite of these other two, just a smidge bit, is because I'm a huge fan of the dinosaurs. But I mean, I love Spielberg's work. I have seen a few of his movies, and I love his work. So yeah. Next one that's equal. Alright. Really quick. You guys know I'm a huge fan of the Alien and Predator franchises. I finally got this movie on Blu-ray last year for Christmas from my grandma. Believe it or not. Yeah. Hard to explain why. So this movie was on Blu-ray, and since I'm a huge fan of the Alien Predator films, if you guys haven't guessed this yet, what movie it is my favorite of all the movies in the Alien and the Predator series alike, let alone AVP. It came out after Alien did, and it takes place on Earth, and it has Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. Probably one of the best candidates to play Dutch, who he does play. If you guys haven't guessed the movie that I'm going to say, then you must be living under a rock. Nah, just joking. You guessed it, Predator. this and Jurassic Park are my two all-time favorite movies. I love this movie to death. I have seen this so many times. It stars Arnold Schwarzenegger. Um, it's just a really, really good movie. I really love it. What's there to say about the Alien or Predator films? They are really fun. They have really amazing backstories. This film, though, unfortunately, it didn't really have very much of the Predator. Um, Most of the time, he was invisible. But I mean, who could really blame it? It's the first time incorporating a hunter that had a cloaking device. Um, yeah, this film is always going to be one of my favorites, as well as all the other movies on this list. Yeah, if, really quick, if you guys haven't seen this episode, go to my channel after this video is over, or whenever you have a chance. Go to my channel. You can click on my name, I think down below or whatever. I don't know where it is with the new setup. I hate the setup. FYI. But just go to my channel and look up my Predator collection review. I explain a little bit more and about the Alien Predator stuff and why I'm a huge fan. Anyway, this film is one of my all-time favorites. I highly suggest this movie to anyone. If you are a Schwarzenegger fan or just a sci-fi fan or like a hunter fan of any movie where there's a hunter in it or something like that. I really don't know. Just watch this movie. If you guys ever get a chance to watch this movie. It does have some violent stuff, including guts for brief moments. It's unfortunate though, but I mean, like, it's an R-rated movie. What do you expect? It had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. What do you expect, man? That's all I can say. So yeah, Predator. I believe that this was made in the 80s or late 70s. Let me try to find it. 1987. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that this came out in 1987. But yeah, check this movie out. There's the back really quick. Arnold Schwarzenegger there. You can see kind of the back of the Predator there. Check out on Blu-ray if you can. If not, just check this movie out. It is really, really good. One of my favorites. As you can see with this list. Alright, so again, in the order in which I love these movies. Dinosaur, Monsters Inc., Aliens, which is also Alien 2, and equal, Predator, and Jurassic Park. Alright, all of these movies, I highly, highly suggest that you guys go and check out. I will do a review of each of these movies separately. I will do that eventually. I have no idea when, and just explain some more backstory of it. And yeah, I have no idea when I will, but I would do this the second year of my stuff, so, which is fast approaching. I believe it is January 17th. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it is. So, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Remember to check out any of these 5 movies. Here, give me a break. Any of these 5 movies. These are some my personal favorites. If you see any movie, check out these 5. Again, Dinosaur, Monsters Inc., Aliens, Jurassic Park, and Predator. Check those movies. That is all I'm going to say. Alright, I'm sorry that this went so long. Again, next week we'll go back into the original schedule. I will do a review of The Amazing Spider-Man on Blu-ray. So, yeah, just keep it up, and yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. Alright, See ya.